In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that I was going to share 3 ways to spend less time on your phone, even as an artist and creative or someone who works from home. And that is me. I am a wedding and family photographer, and a lot of my business goes through my phone. I'm messaging people about scheduling sessions, and a lot of times I'll post through my laptop, but still it's another screen. So I try to limit a lot of that stuff. And even when I'm painting, a lot of times I am using a tutorial or a reference video. Even if I'm not doing it in the moment, I spend a lot of time during the day watching tutorials, and then I will go back to them, or I'll just use something I remember from that video and create my painting. So, a few things that have helped me use my phone less. First is I did start painting from real life instead of just reference photos. And sometimes I'll still use my own reference photos. And so it is something that I saw in real life, but I'm not there anymore. But it really, really helped me to just paint things from my everyday life. Things that were in my home or around my home or where I was traveling. And so I didn't have to have my phone with me. Or if I did, then I could use my phone to record my painting rather than having to look at it and not being able to record the process of painting. And so maybe that one's a little more on my phone still, because I'm on my phone before I set it up, and then once I take it down, I'm ending the recording, and then I might see, oh, I have a text message or whatever.
Another thing I like to do is paint from illustrations in a magazine or a book or my own photo album, or even a book of poetry where it's really descriptive and I feel like I can paint what they're writing about. But if you have any sort of illustrated book around, or books on art, of course, you could use those as a little bit of inspiration.
So I have realized that I love it when I turn my phone off once a day. I don't do it every day. I can still go weeks without doing that, but when I remember, it's really helpful. And even if I turn it off and then turn it back on almost immediately, it still helps, because it gets me in the habit of realizing, oh, hey, guess what? Your phone has an off button. Like, you can turn it off. And even when I do turn it off, it does make me rethink, like, okay, really, how much do I want to turn this back on? And be kind of bombarded again. Like, is this thing I'm wanting to do on my phone that important? Or could I do it on my laptop and then put that away and move on with my day? Or could I wait till tomorrow? Could I write it on my list, and that way I don't forget, but when I turn my phone back on, I can do it instead of right now, so that I can have a little more time without being on my phone, especially if I wanted to paint uninterrupted or something like that. Third, sometimes I don't want to turn my phone off, but I will just put it in a drawer and leave the room without it. And that's just one more hurdle. Like, I have to get off of the couch to go back and get it, or I have to go inside if I'm going to get my phone because I didn't take it outside with me while I was trying to read a book or write in my journal or something like that. I don't know, this might be more than 3 tips, because I kind of struggle with this a lot and have been working on it for a while. So also, if I create a list of what I want to do that day, then I'm realizing, like, I'm not really putting be on my phone on my list. So let me get some of these other things done, and then I can go on my phone. Or just using my phone in ways that feel less like I'm using my phone. Like, I'm not scrolling or staring at it. I'm literally talking on the phone. So that is helpful. I'll do that like while I'm on a walk or something. But also just doing other activities where I need to use my hands, and it actually helps me get a lot done when I'm not on my phone, because I'm like, oh, what else can I do? And just setting it aside for a little while gives me such a mental break from it. Oh, but what I was saying was, if I create a list of things I really want to get done that day, then I'm much more likely to do it, which means I'm much less likely to stay on my phone all day. And when I get things done first, or not necessarily first, but as long as I make chili and go for a walk and read outside and complete a painting, then even if I am on my phone for the rest of the day, I at least feel accomplished still. Or, do a load of laundry.
What are some things you like to do that help you stay off your phone and maybe be a little more creative? I would love to read your comments to get more ideas on how to help myself in this area, and I'm sure others would appreciate it as well.
So I just wanted to share those quick tips that will hopefully help you to spend more time on your art and more quality time out in your real life. And thank you for watching this. You're probably watching this on your phone, but you're definitely watching it on some sort of screen. So I do appreciate that you are using perhaps your limited screen time to spend with me. And I hope you'll join me again. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. See you next time.